If you ever encounter any of these products, girl, you better run as far away as you can get. Hey, welcome back for another video. It's your girl Jensine, aka Jungle Knobs, and girl, today we're going to talk about some of my most disappointing products of 2017. I reviewed a ton of makeup, like a lot, and there were a lot of like not so great stuff, and most of them I've kept just so I could share with you what you should avoid. So if you're brand new to my channel or you just happen to notice that you aren't subscribed, please subscribe because I do beauty videos, reviews, hauls, and I just help you figure out what you should spend your coins on. So yeah, click that subscribe button, and if you're an oldie but a goodie subby, hey girl, it's so nice to see you again. Alright, so let's get into some of these products. Okay, so this first product, I'm gonna catch all kinds of hell for this, but I just gotta be really honest. I did not like the Cover FX setting powder in Translucent Deep. I did a video last year comparing this one to the Laura Mercier setting powder, and I have to tell you, one of the main reasons I don't like the setting powder is because I feel like it accentuates fine lines. It literally makes my under eyes look like I'm 95 years old. And for me, although I will admit this might not apply to everybody, I have more of a golden undertone to my skin, and this definitely has a pink undertone. Now, I've tried using this in so many different manners. I do have some pink undertone concealers. I've tried using that to set this. It just still looks off, and it also has a little bit of like a gray undertone to it. Doesn't complement my skin tone whatsoever, and I can't even figure out what to do with this. It's literally sat in my makeup drawer for, you know, close to a year, and I just want to get rid of it so bad. I hate throwing things away in the trash, so I gotta find somebody to give this away to, but for me it just really was a big waste of money. So this next one is a Drugstore Primer, and I really wanted this to work so bad because I love a good Drugstore Primer. I love spending less coins to look fabulous AF, but the L'Oreal Magic Lumi was not a hit for me. It is so disgusting. Basically, this is kind of like a whitish, like a strobing kind of primer. Think the MAC like strobe cream, something like that. And when I put it all over my face, it just looks gross. It has this kind of like whitish cast, and when you put the foundation on it, it just doesn't look right. Let me show you the texture. I mean, look, the packaging is cute. Like, I give it to L'Oreal, and it's completely white like this, and when I put it on, look at that. Oh, it looks like it might be cute, right? No, when you mix this with the foundation, it's not a cute look, and you'll end up wasting foundation, and some of us have pretty pricey foundation. We don't want to wipe the makeup off. It probably works for somebody with light to medium toned skin, but for me it just was horrible. I'd rather just spend the money and buy MAC strobe cream, you know? So if you guys have been a member of, you know, my little fam here for quite some time, you might have remembered when I reviewed the Black Radiance True Complexion Match Me foundation. I've only used this thing once when I reviewed it, and that was it, girl. You might have seen this in the drugstore. It comes in a packaging like this, and it promises to be kind of this magic formula foundation where if you have a hard time matching yourself to any foundation, you can put this on and it will magically match your skin tone, okay? But when you open this up, it's white. Oh yes, girl. The foundation is actually white, and in the video I put this on and you can see it just blends out into this disgusting mesh liquid on your face. It didn't match my skin tone whatsoever. It made me look like Casper the Ghost. It basically made me feel like I just wiped a whole bunch of sunscreen on myself, and just, you know, was like ready to walk out the door looking crazy. It did not compliment me whatsoever. And I'm so surprised because I know Black Radiance has some great products at the drugstore. But whoever approved this formula was obviously not in their right mind. And if you Google reviews on this, you will see so many people have said the same thing. So please save yourself the coins. Do not fall for their little gimmick. Alright, so I know that this next one is a favorite for a lot of you guys out there, but I don't like this product at all. This one is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter, and this is the medium dark shift. Now the idea is really cool, right? You've got some powder contour, and then you flip the mirror over and you've got cream. There is just something awful about this. You know, for the actual contour, and I actually have both the light and the medium because they sent it to me in PR, so I got to compare both formulas. Now in both of the light and the deep compacts, the little contour shade is way too dark. Like, I just feel like they got the wrong models or they didn't properly test this. You know, this might work for an extra chocolatey ebony sister, and that's great, but I just don't understand how in the other palette for the light to medium it's the same issue of the contour being too dark. You know what I mean? You know, yeah, orange corrector, I'll give it to them. You know, these other shades are kind of unusable, but whatever, right? Maybe you could just use the powder. However, in the powder, when you blend it out, it blends really patchy. I've tried it with so many different foundations, setting powders. It doesn't matter what the different makeup cocktail is that I've put on my face. I just can't count on it actually blending out smoothly and looking nice, you know? And it's a shame because these two colors look like they're just gorgeous. The only thing that saves this compact is the highlighting shade. It does look beautiful, but you can't spend a bunch of money just for one highlighting shade. You know, I'm sorry if it pisses some of you guys off that I like trash your favorite product, but I just gotta be honest, I really don't think this is worth the money. There are so many great, you know, highlighting and contouring palettes out there, and this one really falls short. I really wish that they would have done some more testing with models of different skin tones and formulated their shades better so that they blend beautifully, because the price is just too high for subpar drugstore quality. So this next one I got at a beauty event and I was really excited to try it out. This is the Trestique Magic Mattifying Balm and Blotting Sheet Duo. Now, I love the packaging. It promises to be this balm that you can put either under your makeup or over it to just kind of take the oil away, and it says that it won't disrupt your makeup. Even if you're putting it on top of your makeup, it's supposed to be amazing for just canceling out oil. I only used this once and it actually took off some of my makeup when I went to go use this to blot down my forehead because, you know, it was oily, it was doing its thing. And I used this underneath as a primer, didn't do anything. I was still oily. I just don't understand. I mean, it goes on pretty smooth, but that's about it. There's just nothing. It doesn't work. The only kind of saving grace is that there are some blotting powders in here, and you can see that like it opens up, you can just kind of use it, do some blotting jazz, but it's just not worth it. The price tag is way too expensive just for some blotting paper and a balm that doesn't work and takes off your makeup, which is not a cute look. So next up, we have another drugstore foundation, and I really wanted this to win, girl. Like, I wanted this to be my everything. But unfortunately, the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer really fell short of my expectations. I believe it was like 10 bucks or something. And, you know, they had a really cool shade range. So I was like, yes, let's do it. But this foundation is not good. Basically, it will accentuate texture. It separates on fine lines, like my laugh lines, it definitely separates there. it's just not, like, I need a little bit of some blur, some faux filter action on my face, you feel me? I don't want it to accentuate every small little bump on my face, you know? So as a result, I mean, I've only used this a handful of times. I really try to stay away from this formula. It's just, there's nothing really good that I can say about it, you know? And because I haven't even used it for very long, you can see it's kind of like separated a little bit. Now, girl, just don't waste your money. Save your 10 bucks for something else, you know, a burrito or something. Just don't buy this one. So I want to talk to you about another Urban Decay product that I tried out and was not a fan of. This is the Urban Decay Velvetizer Powder. Now, it promised something really amazing, that basically you could add this powder to any foundation and make it matte. And you could also use it as a all-over setting powder, and it would contain oil, you know, just kind of like look bomb basically. And they do call it a mix in medium. So in the video that I did the review for, I mixed it in with a foundation that's definitely more dewy, and it gave me like powdery realness. Like, my face just looked way too cakey, and that's not really my thing. I don't go with the cakey vibe. If that's you and you don't mind it, hey, like, do you, boo? But I want to look like matte, but still like it's like my skin, you know what I mean? Like flawless. And that didn't do it for me at all. It accentuated any fine line that I had on my face. It was really, really gross, and it actually messed up any makeup that I tried to put on top of it. Basically, my cream contour, my bronzer, anything powdery just didn't blend out nicely at all. So it was a really, really big disappointment. I know for some people it's really worked out. I'd like to know what you did, because I've tried so many different things and it's just not for me. Now, I gotta say, I love the brand NYX. I'm a huge fan. I just love the affordability, how many products, how many awesome lippies they have, but not everything that they put out is a big hit. And this includes the NYX Ultimate Multi-Finish Shadow Palette. When I open this, you'll see, I mean, how beautiful do some of these shades look? It's actually really nice. There's like some metallics, there's a shimmer, there's matte, you know, and for somebody like me, when I want to get creative, I was thinking, ooh, yes, these neons, I could like put them on my eyelids and they're really gonna pop. And it was so disappointing, because there really is a big lack of pigmentation, and the more shadow I tried to add, you know, it would just look more powdery. There wouldn't even be more pigment. I'd be like, ooh, let me just like take this, you know, pink shadow, put it on, and it would just keep looking more and more and more powdery. And, you know, I'm a brown girl. Like, I need the shadow to cover my natural eyelid color, and it just wasn't there. So I just have to say, you know, if you encounter these, I don't know what the other palettes are, because I know they have quite a few with this same kind of, you know, concept, but this specific one with the neon colors was just a big flop for me. Next up, we have like a concealer that everybody was raving about, and I really bought into the hype, guys. I was like, oh shoot. And this LA Girl Pro Conceal, this is in the shade Fawn, is not for me. No. Oh my god. I mean, I can understand, like, look at this. It's like a $3, $4 concealer. It's got a great applicator. They have an awesome shade range, but there's something about this, you know, it goes on creamy, but when I put it under my eyes, it creases. It accentuates any fine lines that I have. I'm just like, wait a second. I mean, this is covering up the pigmentation, but this is not complementing my face, you know what I mean? And it just really taught me that sometimes when things are hyped up, even though they're affordable, it's not always worth the money. And sometimes you really do need to invest in, you know, something that performs a little bit better. So I'm sorry to say it, guys. I really wanted this one to work out for me. I love to save my coins, especially on some concealer, but Nuh-uh. I mean, I might as well just use this for carving out my brows. That's all I can use it for. So I want to share with you a liquid lipstick that I tried on, and actually this is from an influencer collection collab that they did, and I mean, I love the rest of the collab, so I feel so guilty saying this, but I gotta say, from the Dose of Colors Desi and Katy collection, the shade Hot Fire. I mean, first of all, it's this beautiful, vibrant red, orange shade, and it's definitely for the bold, you know? And you swatch it here, and you're like, oh, cool. You know, it looks beautiful. It looks pigmented. You're like, yes, let's put this on the lips for an awesome Friday night. And there is just something so gross about the formula. I don't know what they were thinking when they approved this. But let me tell you, okay? Most of us have normal lips with lines, and sometimes we have dryness or patchiness. And sure, you can exfoliate your lips, you know, to prep them for liquid lipstick. But, you know, I found that when I put this on, it separated on every single line of my lip. You know, and I'm not just talking about like severe lines. Like, I keep my lips very moisturized, but the natural like wrinkles in your lips, it separated over them. It didn't have the kind of consistency that could like fill them in like normal lipstick or normal lip gloss or something like that. It's a really strange formula, and even on my hand, as you can see here, it doesn't go on smooth. It clumps in different areas. So I found myself trying to add, you know, over the areas that kind of skipped over, and it just ended up looking chunky. And if I had any dry skin on my lips whatsoever, it would accentuate it, and it ended up looking really nasty. The final straw for me was I was trying to use this shade for an Instagram photo, and when I just looked at the footage later on, I was so grossed out. I was like, you know what, how can I recommend people to try the shade out if it just looks so gross? You know, so I was really disappointed. I know the photos of the girls, it looks really amazing on them. I'm not sure what they're doing, but you know, for me as a regular person trying to apply this, it just was ugh. Now, if you've had any products that have disappointed you in the past year, please share them with me down below in the comments. Talk to me, girl. I love it when you share with me your experiences and what products work for you. I think that's what makes like this whole community of YouTube so amazing, that we can all get together and share, you know, what our opinions are, and hopefully save each other from, you know, wasting money on makeup that's just not worth it. And if I insulted a product that you love, I'm sorry. I just have to share my experience. You know, not everything works for everybody, so yeah. Now, if you have some time and you want to chill with me some more, there are some videos on the screen, and I would love it if you would check them out. And don't forget to subscribe if you're still around and you're not a subby. Girl, join the family. I would love to see you around here in the comments, you know. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Love you. Bye.